Report a shot fired at officers trying to stop the vehicle.
We have one officer shot.
We got shots fired. Sounded like an automatic firearm.
Copy, code red, shots fired.
We have an active shooter. We have an active shooter inside the warehouse.
Now it's Shots Fired with your hosts TJ Kirgin, Dinah Death Milberg, and the lovely Krystal Powers.
Look at that all messed up.
Yeah, well, you had the wrong headphones.
I had yours. Mine were over here.
It's okay. They're only color-coded, Marine, and they have numbers on them.
I just picked up what was in front of me.
So yours is yellow. The microphone has a yellow tape on it.
That's
and the
banana.
headphones have banana tape, and then it's got a number 4 on it in case you're colorblind.
I can't read numbers either.
Which is ironic because your Dixon flannel is also yellow. And
there's yellow in it,
and black, and it's very Rasta.
It is. It's actually, I think this is called the Smoky. It's supposed to be from Friday.
Oh, okay. Well, that's quite ironic considering tomorrow is Election Day, and in Missouri, people are going to determine whether Amendment 3 will pass. And there's a whole lot of drama around that.
Yeah, it, like, on the whole is not a bad idea, but then they snuck a whole bunch of crap in it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sitting here looking at this piece of paper laying on the desk in front of me here, which I assume is from one of the other shows. Probably,
yeah, I would think so.
Probably the Patriot Corner or whatever. That comes on after.
If I had to guess.
Yeah, showing that George Soros and his cronies are involved in this Amendment 3, and there's all kinds of bad reasons why. Even though on the surface it's just the legalization of
but like stuff to fund critical race theory in schools. There's a bunch of weird stuff it funds. And
the part that I'm suspicious about this is, though, the establishment of a monopoly for medical marijuana businesses to enter the recreational market, leading to high prices for consumers. That bullet point alone leads me to believe that what is in here might be a little bit
skewed.
Skewed, yeah. Yeah, because, I know people that are in the business.
Yeah,
that are in the medical business right now that are looking, very, very. They're excited about getting into the recreational business. That it's going to just instantly increase their sales percentages, and their investors are all going to be very happy. And this talks about a George Soros monopoly, George Soros crony monopoly, and the people that I know that are in these businesses, not only do they not know each other, some of them don't even like each other. So it's definitely, I don't see where they're coming off saying that this is a monopoly. This sounds to me like, some pushback from people that didn't get their licenses and are upset that the guys that did get their licenses are getting ready to get rich.
Yeah, because it was a very stringent process and very selective from what I understand. A lot of people didn't get it. Because, that was just a simple thing. You knew from day one, that was the industry to get into, because when it gets passed recreationally, you're just going to be able to print money.
Yeah, see, that is, it says the things that Amendment 3 would change in the Missouri Constitution. Number 1, introduce a law enforcement stop and cite mandate for smoking in public.
So the only reason why I'm against 3 is I actually had, and I wish I could remember all the points, our neighbors down the street at one of the dispensaries actually came in to talk to us and introduce themselves, and then talked about Amendment 3 to us and how it changed a lot of stuff that actually wasn't good. And that was one of the points they talked about. Again, this was months ago, so I can't remember all the details he said. But
so have you decided, are you going to vote for it or against it? So I think there's a lot of people out there that like this stuff. This is the hard stuff.
Yeah.
It's really easy to go in and say, okay, Republican ticket, straight ticket, check the box, shade in the box, whatever you do.
I don't even do that.
I know you're one of these guys. I vote for the issues, but in this,
I'm probably going to vote a lot of libertarian on this one.
Is there really libertarian candidates that are worth wasting your vote on?
Yeah. It's a politician period.
No, it's
waste anyways.
I say that with
actually, from what I understand, Eric Schmidt running for state senator, which is kind of or governor.
Yeah,
is kind of the big one. From what I understand, he's pretty solid.
Yeah, he definitely is.
The first thing I did was look up 2A cases, especially finding out he's a lawyer, and he's helped with some pretty significant.
Yeah, most recently, one of the best political moves he did right before all this happened, while while the other two guys were fighting it out, he's the one that slammed back against the ATF and going to the local sheriff's departments in Missouri saying that they wanted to get copies of all the CCW laws, or not laws, CCW holders.
Yeah.
Basically to create their gun.
No,
registry.
totally not that.
And
they would never.
He basically said, "Look, we'll sue you. Don't do this."
Yeah.
Told all the sheriff's departments not to release any information to the feds. You got to love that. I think it was a political move. I think it was a well-timed one.
Yeah.
But he did it, so that's cool.
Yeah, I mean, let's just hope he sticks with that pattern.
Which is the opposite of someone like Tulsi Gabbard, who is, obviously anti-gun, has talked mad crap about banning guns and common sense gun laws and red flag laws. And now that she's no longer a Democrat, now all of a sudden she's pro-Americans to defend themselves and blah, blah, blah.
In my mind, she's a Democrat. She's a true Democrat, though. She's not a...
Yeah, she's an old school Democrat,
socialist
which is
or
not
communist.
a socialist communist.
Yeah, she sees that as too extreme, but she's by no means conservative.
Right.
I mean, she has said some intelligent
what?
stuff.
I am not conservative.
No, I don't know what I am. I'm me. I'll just go with that.
I'm conservative when it comes to governmental spending. I think that, I don't think there should be a government.
No,
that would be the
to that
ultimate
point too.
The ultimate conservativeness is just to keep all that money and don't give it away to anybody.
I'd be fine with that.
Yeah. But anyway, let's get back to Amendment 3. Impose a 3-ounce possession limit with fines and misdemeanor penalties for possessing, producing, sharing, or delivering 3 to 6 ounces.
I mean, that's a lot. Like
that's a lot.
3 to 6 ounces.
That's a big old Ziploc bag.
Yeah, that's a big bag.
That's bigger than that 2-finger quarter bag you used to get for $25 back in 1984.
Yeah, that's going on with a grocery bag of weed.
I just want to see that all the states go legalize marijuana with some common sense marijuana laws. and the only reason I want to see that happen is so that the feds are forced to do it and that, they get rid of the stupid, you can't buy a gun if you smoke weed.
Because that's the other reason I don't really care is it still doesn't change anything on the 4473.
It creates legal complexities for people that are not criminals, just like most of these laws do. It's like
it penalizes the non-criminals and does nothing to criminals.
I have a CCW, so I can't get the medical card, but my wife doesn't have a CCW, so she gets the medical card. And so now you're smoking your wife's reefer illegally. And you're still lying on the 4473.
Now you've made her a criminal because she's used her license to get you weed. So now you've committed 2 crimes and made her.
Can you make a marijuana straw purchase?
Oh, great. Now, thanks. Any politicians listening, you just gave them a new idea.
If you buy marijuana, well, you know what? That probably is a thing. If you have a medical card and you buy marijuana for someone else, that would essentially be a marijuana straw purchase.
Intent to distribute.
Yeah.
There probably is some. Well, that's one thing that frightens me is occasionally I'll stop and think how many laws you don't even know about. How many have you violated that you don't even know about?
Oh,
you could be like a 80.
Several of them probably on the way here today.
You could be like a 80-time convicted felon technically and not even realize it.
Yeah. Well, no, you wouldn't be convicted. You're
not convicted, but like felony offense.
Maybe we should make a new shirt for TacticalSht.T. Just have it say felonious.
I support felonious activity.
Felonious fellatio. No, that's not the right word.
Where are you going on that one?
I don't know. I'm my mind isn't in it today. You know why?
Because it's Monday.
Well, not only is it Monday, I'm one of the guys that hates the whole, it's Monday, the Monday, blah, blah, blah. Like Melissa at TacticalSht.T. She gets the Monday malaria. She's literally sick
Monday
every
That's like
Monday.
a Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday malaria.
But see, people dread Mondays, and it's typically it's the way we've been conditioned. You work for the week, and then you get off on Friday night and you start drinking. You drink all day Saturday, you drink all day Sunday, and then you have your Sunday fun day and you get that out of the way, and you got to go back to work Monday, and Monday's a drag.
I always blame Garfield. I thought that's where that came from.
Well, but that's the world that the George Soroses want people to live in, right? Go to work, get drunk, go to work, get drunk. And so the people that say, oh, it's Monday, it always gets on my nerves. It's like, like literally I treat every day of my life like it's no different than another. Now I am blessed to be able to, I own multiple companies and whatever, but I work 7 days a week. It's like, I don't really have a Sabbath day.
Yeah.
Right. I have time throughout every day that I set aside for myself, and evenings and things like that. But I don't dread Mondays, but this Monday I did dread. I'll admit it.
Why is that?
Well, number one, I just got back from the islands.
Yeah, no,
and so not only is it a Monday, I haven't been to work, or I haven't actually worked in over a week. And number two, where I was immensely better than here.
Yeah, I mean, you came back. Oh, well, you say that. Wait till next week, where it drops into the 30s every day.
Yeah. I'm just talking about in general.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be 80 and sunny here, and I still think this sucks compared to St. Thomas and St. Croix and, Tortola and Punta, Virgin Gorda.
That's the equivalent of me saying, just after driving your Lamborghini, I don't really like my Civic anymore.
Yeah.
Duh.
Yeah. Fat chicks and hot chicks. It ruins it for you.
Yeah.
But so I'm in that funk, and then I got a call from the program director here at the radio station. Here at Real Talk 93.3, and I found out that this show, Shots Fired, we've been fired.
Yeah.
Well, actually, we haven't been fired.
Not for the reasons we thought either.
Yeah, and it wasn't because we said bad words on the radio.
Yeah.
We evidently talk about guns too much.
I mean,
and evidently people that listen to this radio station want to listen to nothing but politics all the time, and too much gun talk is too much gun talk. But so we're moving our show to Saturdays.
One could argue you wouldn't have politics if it wasn't for guns.
Ooh,
or be able to discuss politics without guns. But I'm just going to put that.
That's a whole show, because politicians couldn't have any power over you if they didn't have guns.
True.
So guns are the evil.
Oh.
Jesus. We'll be back after this. We'll keep talking about that. Come on. Now we're back. Yeah. Fish was asleep at the wheel.
It happens.
He's on the phone in there. Yeah. Anyway, we are back. This is the last of the weekday shows for Shots Fired. We are being moved back to the weekends, being put in, what do you call that? You get in trouble and you have to go sit in the
timeout.
Timeout.
Yeah.
Yeah. So our show you're going to be able to catch this show still weekly with our podcast.
Yeah.
We will be recording the podcast every Thursday, like we always have. And so that you'll be able to subscribe to our podcast channels. You can do that on Google Podcasts. You can do it on iPhone, Apple Podcasts. You can do it on any of the podcast platforms like SoundCloud and things like that you might use, iHeartRadio. Just go search Shots Fired. Look for the Spartan helmet wearing the headphones made out of guns. That's us. And subscribe so that you get that podcast every week. We'll probably go down to, where we've been doing 5 shows a week.
Yeah.
We're going to be cutting that back to 1, at least for the next couple months, while we build a studio. So if we can't do our podcasts, here every day, we're going to find some place to do them. So we'll probably do them at TacticalSht.T in St. Peter's, or possibly, my house in my gun vault or something like that. But we will be increasing the frequency on the podcast, and we'll probably be doing them as needed. Like when
Shots Fired started.
Yeah, like Shots Fired originally started when the SH*T hit the fan.
Yeah.
When shots were fired, we would do the show, and we'd do a show immediately after the event, kind of while the fog of war was still going on, kind of, with speculation, with commentary, and then we would look at it again a couple, days or weeks later after everything clears and see, okay, what really happened in that event. Best one to probably, point out would be like Vegas, like
Vegas,
there was a lot of,
Uvalde.
when things like that happen, this show, covers it in a way that other shows don't, especially when you start talking about, ballistics and tactics and what you could have done and what they should have done. And, looking at law enforcement response and things like that.
And how the government did it.
But, the show evolved. We were asked by the radio station to cover, when the Gateway Pundit guys left about a year ago. It's been This show has been on this station for a year now.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. It's a little over a year, actually. It was like a year or 2 weeks ago. And so, back in, I want to say it was March or April is when they asked us to start doing the daily show.
Yeah.
Actually, we started filling in, and, people loved us. So we stuck around, and we've been doing this every day since. And I'll be honest, it's going to be kind of nice to actually be able to get some work done.
Yes.
But we are going to miss being on the air for sure. But like I said, if you subscribe to the podcast, you will find out. Another thing you could do is subscribe to our email marketing, which you can just go to shop.TacticalSht.com. Just Google TacticalSht and scroll to the bottom of the website and join the sh*T list. That's how you get into our daily emails. They send out usually 2 emails a day with the best deals going on and the newest products and brand new product launches and super offers and things like that. They try to keep it interesting. My son actually runs the marketing department on that side of the house, and they work their butts off to keep those emails entertaining and full of new sh*T all the time. You can also text tactical to 59769.
True story.
Yeah, text tactical, the word, to 59769. That'll join our text message club. You'll get weekly text messages from us about great things that we've got going on. So what do we have going on coming up soon?
A break already?
I don't know. There's no way. There's no way. I think we're just listening to music.
They're trying to end us early.
Yeah, maybe Tracy called. She didn't like the way the show's gone, so she just said, okay, you're done.
Ouch.
Hey, Fish.
Are we getting broken up with?
Yeah, I don't know. You guys hear that music out there? So anyway, Tactical sh*T in St. Peter's. We've got great deals coming up for the holidays. We'll probably talk about them when we come back after this break, if this is actually a break.
We don't really know. Is this outro music or is it just a song playing? This is still the song. Well, no, it's over.
Oh, wait. It was just a song playing. I think what had happened was...
See, what had happened was...
Fish is so he's just upset that they're moving us to Saturdays.
Yeah.
He's just like, you know what? Just screw it.
Quit. Hostile takeover. So I've learned this, by the way. This is a shame we're just discovering this now. Mm-hmm. I downloaded the app and we get a ton of engagement on the app during our show.
I have seen that, and we just started doing that last week.
Yeah.
Is anybody saying anything right now?
They hear the music coming through too. Loved all the health stuff with April. That was Krystal. Yeah. Close. But no cigar.
Krystal's still going to be with us on Thursday. So the show is going to 1 per week, and it will be the 3 of us. So it just like it used to be. We started out just the 2 of us, and then we met Krystal, and we were like, hey,
she's actually a caller.
She's smarter than we are. She's cuter than we are. And she doesn't talk about guns all the time.
No, she hates seed oil.
But when she talks about guns, she knows what she's talking about.
Yes.
So we said, hey, come and be on the radio show with us. And so Krystal Powers was born. But anyway, so she will be on the show, and we will be doing them every Saturday at 11. But like I said, if you want to hear the show when it goes, when it first gets published, you can subscribe and listen to the show every Thursday night or Friday morning when you're in the shower, whatever. You can sing along with us. And there will be shows also. Another reason you want to subscribe to the podcast is with the radio station, we will only be running 1 show a week, period.
Yeah.
But if some major event happens in the world on a Tuesday or a Sunday, we will be creating a show on that Tuesday or that following Monday, and that show will go out via the podcast channel. It will never make the airwaves.
Sadly.
Do you notice that we're getting bounced off the station right before the 50,000 watts? Do you think that's by design?
No, not at all. Not at all.
Hey, if you want this station, this show to stay on the station, call 636-224-6300, 636-224-6300, and ask to speak to the program director, Fish.
You missed it while you were gone. I got, we completely took over the show. I got Fish to do 1 show where we played blackened deathcore metal.
The whole show?
No, just for the intro and outro, though.
Nice.
And we got away with it.
Yeah.
It was pretty epic.
That's probably why we got fired.
Nah.
Sorry, Tracy. I won't go out of town anymore, I promise.
Hey, we got multiple callers and fantastic interaction, I'll have you know.
Well, we have been getting a lot more callers lately. Sure, I was really looking forward to the 50,000 watts. You know what? The thing about the Saturdays is I would love to come in and do this thing live, but I don't feel like doing that every Saturday. So we will be pre-recording our show.
I usually can't get out of the shop on Saturday.
Yeah, I mean, you got to work Saturdays. I got things to do.
White people stuff.
Oh, speaking of that, the holidays are coming. My wife,
true.
Second we landed in St. Louis, The second we landed in St. Louis, she starts talking about, hey, can you help me get the Christmas trees out? I'm like, it isn't not even Thanksgiving yet. And you're breaking out the Christmas trees?
My mother-in-law tries to around July. It's like, well, 4th of July is over, time to put the tree up.
I just, I don't know what's going on with her. If it's because she's getting older or what. We'd never put the Christmas tree up till basically Black Friday. My wife would go shopping with her girlfriends, and I would be the one that had to put up the tree, right? And then the kids would help put up the ornaments and whatever. And then she would make a day of it. Like, it was like they were going hunting.
Oh, yeah, no. She'd always swing by the shop and be in a rather aggressive mood. Oh,
yeah, HBIC in an aggressive mood, seriously.
Yeah, right?
So she'd wake up at like 3 or 4 in the morning.
No.
They'd all go get these crazy latte coffees, and then they'd go stand outside a Walmart trying to punch somebody in the face for a flat screen TV. And
that you really don't even need.
And what I've seen is that has died.
Yeah.
Capitalism kills everything eventually.
Yeah.
And a sale is said to be the cocaine of advertising. That once you do it, you can't stop. And then you got to keep doing it. You got to keep doing more, and you got to do more and deeper discounts. Next thing you know, you OD into bankruptcy. And that's exactly what we're seeing.
Yeah.
I not only did I get my wife talking about putting up Christmas trees, I kid you not, no less than 6 emails from gun industry companies that I used to respect.
Yeah.
Saying Black Friday starts now on November 1st.
I saw that, like month-long Black Friday deals going.
Yeah, it just shows that it's dead. Like, Black Friday is not a thing anymore.
It's going to start in October.
They have killed it.
Yeah. No, to me, it really died when malls kind of died, because that was the fun of it. I will admit, there is something nice about, like, going to the mall holiday season. It's busy. All the Christmas decorations were up. It's just fun. Mm-hmm. Like, now it's to me, that was half the fun of Christmas, was like going to different shops and actually buying presents for people. And now you don't have to leave your house, which on one hand is nice because you don't have to interact with people, but it's not as Christmas out.
I would agree.
Say that.
I would agree. But I think I actually lost respect for these companies. I mean, to say, oh, this is Black Friday, this is the best sale we're going to give you this year on November 1st. They're full of crap.
Yeah.
Because they've got inventory.
If it's that good, then you can't, like, yeah. No.
Our entire industry, our entire industry is sitting on mega F tons of inventory. Matter of fact, mark my words, you will see Smith & Wesson M&P shields for less than $299 on Black Friday.
You're going to see deals, buy a holster, get a gun free.
I've actually thought about doing that.
Yeah, I mean, it's...
Like, I was thinking... That's why
they're in big trouble.
I was asking you today, hey, how much money do we make on a pair of ANV PVS 31 goggles? Because... let's just give away a Strybog. Buy a set of binos, get a Strybog free.
That'd be hard to pass
and
up.
I actually did the math. How many cases of ammo would we have to sell to give away an Arex pistol? It's basically like 5. Buy 5 cases of 9mm, get a free gun. That's the kind of deals you're going to see on Black Friday. The guys that are saying that they're 10% off sale or they're 20% off sale is Black Friday all month long. They're full of crap, and they're trying to unload some of their inventory right now because they know that they've got too much inventory to sell in Black Friday, Cyber Monday, that 4 days.
Yep.
When most inventory will smoke off of the shelves.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And, and
then Black Friday weekend, they're actually going to have the real deals and piss everyone off.
Yeah, and if they don't sell enough inventory on Black Friday, then you're going to see even better deals before Christmas.
I wouldn't be surprised. From what I'm hearing, I wouldn't be shocked if Smith & Wesson ends up having to declare bankruptcy soon. Like, apparently it's bad.
Yeah, they ran their production way too hard. Like I said, capitalism kills everything. So there was
dumb choices.
But let me talk about the bigger picture here.
Yeah.
So I'm going to talk at industry level. All right. This could be good news. This could be bad news. It depends on how you look at it. So have you ever heard of KPIs, key performance indicators?
Yeah.
Okay, so I believe that guns and ammo is a KPI to the economy as a whole.
I would think so.
There's other things that are KPIs to the economy, like used boat sales. So if used boat sales are strong or suddenly become strong That means the economy is going to become strong later because the middle class has got discretionary income. Because rich people buy new boats.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That when the middle class gets discretionary income, used boat sales increase.
That makes sense because rich people generally stay rich.
Yeah.
Generally.
Yeah. And so, so used boat sales is an indicator. What we're seeing is that inflation, what you're seeing in the grocery store, what you're seeing in the gas station or at the gas station, specifically like diesel, getting ready to have a diesel shortage. I saw that Donald Trump Jr. Tweeted earlier that there was a fuel station or something in Pennsylvania that was out, a truck stop that was out of diesel. It's beginning. There's a lot of people talking about the coming diesel crisis.
Yep.
Which will be devastating, by the way.
Yeah, because
think about it.
All your Amazon shipping trunks.
Your Amazon ain't showing up, bro.
Yeah, one of the guys who's a customer at FedEx said, "Hey, dude, you're wanting to do stuff for the holiday. Like, I wouldn't wait much longer."
Yeah, I wouldn't be waiting until Black Friday to order my stuff.
No.
So, so inflation is going on right now, and we're seeing supply chain issues and yada yada yada. And inflation for ammunition happened about a year and a half ago. I would say sometime in late 2020.
In fact, we were just talking about this before you left. We want to say it was about September, October
of 2020.
2020 is when we really saw it hit.
So it was very near to the riots and the pandemic. Okay. And with the riots caused the first-time gun buyers. The first-time gun buyers caused a glut in the ordering.
Yep.
But so what we saw was inflation based on scarcity.
Yep.
All right, based on demand, followed by months and months and months of inflation. I mean, we saw a 9mm get north of 50 cents.
Yeah, like a whole new level. I think at 1.556 was almost $1 a round.
Correct. I saw in the 80s. 556 was $1 for 1 day. That's kind of where the ceiling hit, and then it bounced. It fell a little bit.
But it stayed in the 70s or 80s for a minute.
Yeah, definitely stayed in the 70s and 80s. And so when we're talking about inflation, what was, how much was a 556 round before all this started?
Around 43 cents.
Okay, so 43 cents.
Yeah, because I actually had this conversation with a customer because he was asking me what was our expert opinion on. He thinks that he can still hold out that ammunition's going to drop. Well, actually, I got emails from Hornady and Federal both saying there's a price increase after this quarter.
We are at the bottom, and it's going back up very soon. Matter of fact, I would say before Black Friday, it will go back up.
I would think so. Like the people who are holding out, hoping to get $9.99 box of 9mm again, that ain't happening. That's no, you're not going to see that again. So
we had ammunition inflated. Follow me here. Ammunition inflated. We saw prices of 50 cents for 9 and $1 for 556.
Yep.
Just like now, you're seeing now for steaks and eggs and gasoline and everything else. But now we've seen capitalism did its thing. More people imported ammo. New small companies spun up more machines, started manufacturing ammo. Investors piled money in to manufacture ammo. Everybody went after the low-hanging fruit, which was 9mm and 556. So they made a surplus of it. They made too much. And with that being said, we saw once the glut hit the market and these guys weren't seeing the return on investment, that's when they started dropping their prices. And so even though component prices have stayed higher, the price inflation is essentially over in the ammunition game.
Yeah,
I honestly believe we're at the bottom.
Yeah,
I hope so. I don't know how we can survive if this isn't the bottom. But we're selling 9mm right now for 25 cents a round.
Yeah,
and we're selling 556 for what did you say it was 43 cents was what it used to be?
Yeah, we got it for about 0.475 is I think the cheapest we have.
Oh no, we're not cheaper now.
You're right.
We're at like 41 or 43 right now.
43.
And there are people cheaper than us on the internet selling it at 38.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is 556 is actually right now lower than it was before the inflation.
Yeah.
So we have seen rapid inflation and we've seen rapid deflation with market destabilization because of inventory surplus. And now because of that, our industry, the gun industry, has entered recession.
Yeah.
We have been in a recession since I'm saying April of this year.
Yeah, no, that lines up about correct.
Our business, and it's not just Tactical SH/T. This is every gun shop, every range, every manufacturer, every ammunition company, every distributor, you name it. Brownells, Midway, all of them. Everybody's in recession. Everybody's down 35 to 50%.
Yeah, and that's a big hit.
Oh, it's a huge hit. And think about it this way. If we were selling 9mm last year for 50 cents, and you sold 1,000 cases a day. Yeah. I'm just making this up. Let's let me use my calculator. 1,000 cases a day at 50 cents. That's 500. It's not 1,000 cases. I got to times 1,000 rounds times 50 cents. That's $500,000 a day in sales if you're selling 1,000 cases of 9mm a day. This is the kind of numbers that you would see from a Midway USA.
Yeah.
Okay. Now they're selling the same amount of ammo. Let's say the demand is the same, which it's not. No. But let's say the demand is the same, and they're selling now at 25 cents. That means that they're making half the money.
Yeah.
So because inflation has come down, everybody in the industry's revenue is down 40 to 50%.
Then take away the additional decrease in demand, it hits even harder.
Oh, yeah. And so,
especially with the firearms industry, ammo's not as bad because ammo's a consumable product. But firearms, some people hit their limit where they don't need anymore. And I've been seeing it again. I always know this is kind of the weird part to stuff is.
There's a limit where you don't need any more guns?
Some say that. Some weirdos. Not us, obviously. We're the ones who buy their guns when they go to sell them.
Oh, gotcha.
But I've been seeing it again where, hey, I'm trying to, how much can you give me for this? I'm like, well, nothing because we don't buy used guns. But I've started to see it in the last month, people coming in wanting to ditch guns. Yeah, I got a little crazy there during the scare, and it's literally the same story every time.
Well, it's buy high, sell low. It's what everybody does.
Yeah.
When the panic comes and the prices go through the roof, everybody goes out and buys everything. And then when the prices fall and nobody has anything, and then everybody wants to sell.
I had a customer admit to me that he paid. You're gonna laugh. $800 for a Gen 319 during the height of the pandemic when guns were like unobtainium. $800 for a Gen 3 Glock 19. Like bone stock.
Oh, bone stock.
Bone stock.
Probably wouldn't go off if he dropped it though.
True story.
Yeah, I'd buy that one.
I don't even have to come back to that. We'll be right back. Shoot us some questions on
don't shoot us. We shoot back.
Yeah, shoot us questions on the app, and we'll make sure we answer them right after this break.
Yeah, the app. Get the app. It's so sad that this is our last segment of the weekly show.
Ever? Question mark?
No, because whoever's coming on after us will probably quit in 3 or 4 weeks, and we'll be back.
And they'll be like, we should have never left that.
I doubt it. No, I hope it goes well. I heard that the guy's really good and has a lot of great information, and that we can actually be on his show like as special guests. So that's
no. We have special guests, not the other way around.
I'll let Tracy know.
Look, I've been told I'm a special guest before. That doesn't go well. I'm not doing that again.
You don't like being called special?
Only one's true. Which it is.
So we were talking about the rapid inflation of ammunition, followed by the rapid deflation of ammunition caused by inventory surplus, caused by capitalistic investment. And then what I didn't get to was the point that, I started to talk about now our industry is in recession.
Yeah.
Like some industries are in recession. The White House is telling you we're not in recession yet, that we're going to go into recession. All the Forbes guys are saying that we're possibly going to go into recession next year.
Been in one for like
most people that have a brain have known that we've been in a recession for quite some time. A recession was defined before they changed the definition of men and women to 4 consecutive quarters of declining growth. Right now with. If you look at Tactical SH/T, we have not had that. We've only had 3 quarters. So technically, official recession doesn't start until the end of the year. Yay!
Am I supposed to be happy about that?
No, I don't know. But the point I'm getting at is that this may be really good news or it may be really bad news. This is where I don't know how to read it. So inflation in the ammunition game is over.
Yeah.
So if ammunition is a KPI to meat and eggs and gasoline, then we should see a rapid deflation in the near future. I don't know what that near word means, but it took 18 months for ammo to go up, down.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's this music's coming back. They're trying to get us off the air. But it's hard to concentrate when that's happening. So you have the rapid inflation, you have the rapid deflation. And so that we might have a rapidly deflating inflation, if that makes sense. So deflation sometime in the next year or so.
I could see that.
Especially based on how you vote tomorrow.
Yeah, that's gonna have a lot to say with it. You think we'll have riots?
But hold on. But I think that just like the ammo business, everybody. So for the consumer, 25-cent 9's great.
Yeah.
For the Midway USA, the Brownells, the
Not
Cabela's,
so
the TacticalSht.T's, it's not great at all. Matter of fact, it's really bad because it means our revenue for that particular product line is down 50%. So, and you got to remember, we're making like 10% on ammo. We're not making anything. I mean, I might as well sit on the side of the road with a sign that says, "We'll work for guns." I've done that.
Yeah. No, I was going to say, wait, I'm pretty sure we've done that before.
We should do that on Black Friday, right at the intersection of Cave Springs and 70. Like, just stand up there like a bunch of homeless dudes with TacticalSht.T Black Friday signs and a cup.
We'll work for guns and stuff.
What stuff?
We had that sign too.
Oh, okay.
HBIC said, please immediately take that down.
Yeah. We also had to take down the sign in German that said, "Work will set you free," that was in the warehouse.
I mean, it wasn't wrong.
Oh, people just don't have a sense of humor anymore. But anyway, so we are seeing a recession. We're in recession. The gun industry's in recession. The ammunition industry's in recession. The hunting industry's in recession.
Unless you have 30-30 ammo.
Yeah, unless you make 30-30 ammo, and then you're sitting on you own your own private island in the Virgin Islands.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, I did spend the night in a cove right outside.
Look, we get it. You were in the Virgin Islands.
Yeah, okay. But the point I'm getting at is that I think that we'll see an end to inflation soon, but I think that it will be followed by a recession that could be pretty gnarly.
Yeah.
And I see, just like in the firearms industry, next year, there will be a lot of brands that you have heard of that you won't see anymore.
It's going to be a new SHOT Show game. Yeah. Who's still
existing. Here?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be a big game. It's the thinning of the herd, and this happens every couple of years. But we appreciate your support. TacticalSht.T definitely will not be one of the companies that win that game.
Nope.
We will be there with our stores in St. Louis and in Orlando and in Clearwater, Florida, in the Tampa Bay area. And hopefully we'll be opening even more stores down in Florida. I'm really concerned about that, though. I started opening all my stores in Florida because of Ron DeSantis.
Yeah.
The Lord and Savior, the King. And when he was doing his gubernatorial debate the other day with that sketchy old gray-haired dude, the gray-haired dude said, will you promise Floridians that you will serve a 4-year term? And he didn't answer the question. And so it was a tell, in my opinion, that he is going to run for president. That's my opinion.
Yeah.
I think that, Trump the other day, Trump, started talking mad SHT about DeSantis, which was shocking.
Especially considering DeSantis has always been such a big supporter and backer of him.
Right. Well, I think it shows. I think Trump actually showed that he is threatened.
Yeah.
I really think that DeSantis isn't going to run as a Trump, VP.
No.
I think he's going to go after the #1 spot.
Honestly, as he should. At this point, this is going to piss some people off, but I personally think Trump is unelectable. I think that it's caused so much controversy. You do have the diehard Trumpers who, they're going to vote for him. But then you've got the ones who are like, man, he's not going to be able to get anything done because they're going to come at him with so much stuff again, and he's already bringing baggage in. He's not going to be able to accomplish anything. Then you get the other group who's just like, dude, let it go. And then you've got the left who's dead set. And then that's not even factoring in trying to steal an election. I worry that if Republicans run him, if that's an instant, just hand the presidency to the left again. Obviously, I don't think Biden's going to run again, but I'm terrified to see who does.
Right. Yeah, I halfway agree with you on the Trump thing. I mean,
I could be wrong. I
That's think
just
Trump
my thoughts.
could win. I really do.
In a fair election.
In a fair fight, I think he could win. But I think you're right. I think it would be a bigger win if we had a candidate that wasn't so polarizing.
Yeah.
But, DeSantis, to his own right, is very polarizing. So
he is.
If you don't live in Florida like I do, you don't see every day. And, I've got hashtag DeSantis on my Instagram, so I see all the hate. They don't like him either.
No, what's weird is he's done a lot of good for the state.
Yeah, but the left hates everything that we would consider good.
Yeah, they really do.
But anyway, I really hope DeSantis doesn't want to run for president because I don't want him to leave Florida.
It's not like, they'll be replaced by someone cooler, and it's
no,
probably go bad.
It could go bad. I mean, even though Florida right now, is way, the tables have turned majorly. 10 years ago, it was a more Democrat liberal state. Yeah. Because of all the East Coasters and the whatnot. But now Florida has gone completely the other direction with 1,000 people a day moving in because they want to move out of all the other liberal hellholes in this country and move into a state that actually has money and sense. Anyway, that's why TacticalSht.T keeps opening stores in that state, and we will continue to do so. Come see us, Cave Springs and 70 in St. Peter's.
We have flashbangs.
Oh, we have flashbangs and smoke grenades. We have reusable flashbangs that work off of 12-gauge blanks. And we have flashbangs that are pyrotechnics that actually are one-time use that are only like $40 each.
Yeah.
You want to scare the daylights out of your wife? Come to TacticalSht.T. Frag out.